Did you know that one of America's most beloved patriotic songs, America the Beautiful, was inspired by a trip to the top of a mountain? In 1893, Katharine Lee Bates was a professor at Wellesley College in Massachusetts. That summer, she traveled west to teach a summer class in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It took 3 days to get to Chicago and another 2 or so to get to Colorado. When the session ended, Katharine and several other professors decided to celebrate by taking an expedition to the top of Pikes Peak, rising 14,100 feet above sea level and one of Colorado's most famous mountains. There was a train that could take visitors to the summit, but Katharine and her companions chose a more adventurous route. They traveled by prairie wagon and, near the summit, continued on riding mules. When Katharine finally reached the top, she was amazed by the view stretching for miles in every direction. The sight inspired the opening lines of her poem, "O beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain." Katharine completed the poem, and then 2 years later, on July 4th, 1895, her poem was published. Later, composer Samuel A. Ward added music to Katharine's poem. Over the years, the song grew in popularity and has become one of the most loved patriotic songs in the United States. The trains of the Cog Railway have changed over the years. Now, let's hop aboard the newest Cog Railway train, travel to the top of Pikes Peak, and see for ourselves what inspired Katharine Lee Bates to write her famous poem, America the Beautiful. As we travel up Pikes Peak, the air is getting colder, and we can see farther into the distance. From the very top of Pikes Peak, we see the flat plains and also more of the Rocky Mountain Range, and it's possible to even see 5 states: Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, and Kansas. Have you ever seen something in nature and been inspired to write about it? It could be an animal, a waterfall, a storm cloud, or even a tiny insect. I'm sure glad Katharine Lee Bates took the time to write about her trip.